Hi, this is Drew with Daniels Ag Services with your morning report. Grain markets all finished up higher last week. You had soybeans leading the way to the upside. Been mixed so far this morning. Going to be a brief report this morning as we've got the latest WASDE report out at 11 a.m. Central. So we're going to go over some numbers. Then this afternoon we'll release a more in-depth report letting you know what happened, how the market reacted to what the numbers said. So real quickly we're going to jump in. And briefly we're just going to cover we're going to go over the U.S. ending stock estimates and the world ending stock estimates. So this column right here is an estimate what the average trade guess is for this report. So for corn, the average trade estimate is 1.619 billion bushels, and that's versus the January USDA number of 1.631 billion bushels. Bean estimate is 143 million bushels versus the January USDA number of 150 million bushels. And then wheat estimated to come in at 603 million bushels versus the January WASDE number of 608 million bushels. Now we're going to take a look at world ending stocks, and these are in million metric tons. So world ending stock estimates for corn is 159.6 million metric tons. That's versus the January WASDE number of 160.23. World ending stocks for beans is expected to come in at 72.67 million metric tons versus the January WASDE number of 72.33. And then lastly, wheat expected to come in 184.97 million metric tons versus the January WASDE number of 185.4 million metric tons. So obviously we'll get some more numbers from that. We'll also get South American production estimates. A lot of the trade will be looking at that to see what the USDA reacts and how they will adjust from the January report. If you want the specifics on all those numbers, head over to grainanalyst.com. It's under the daily report. Nice little table there for you to look at all of it. And also don't forget that Grain Analyst on the website there has a real-time USDA analysis. It's just based on U.S. numbers, but it's a really great tool. You simply hit refresh after 11 o'clock and it auto-populates all the fields for you. So check that out if you haven't done that before. It's free. Doesn't cost anything to check it out on the Grain Analyst site. You don't have to have a subscription to view that. You do for the daily report, but the real-time USDA analysis doesn't cost anything for you to view. So I suggest you head over that because really 11 o'clock, hit refresh on your browser, and boom, you have the information. So check that out, and we'll be back with you this afternoon to recap what happened after the numbers are released and how the market reacts. So thanks, and we'll see you soon.
This material is conveyed as a solicitation for entering into a derivatives transaction. This material has been prepared by a Daniels Ag Services broker who provides research, market commentary, and trade recommendations as part of his or her solicitation for accounts and solicitation for trades. Daniels Ag Services, its principals, brokers, and employees may trade in derivatives for their own accounts or for the accounts of others. Due to various factors, such as risk tolerance, margin requirements, trading objectives, short-term versus long-term strategies, technical versus fundamental market analysis, and other factors, such trading may result in the initiation or liquidation of positions that are different from or contrary to the opinions and recommendations contained therein. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future performance. The risk of loss in trading futures contracts or commodity options can be substantial, and therefore, investors should understand the risk involved in taking leveraged positions and must assume responsibility for the risks associated with such investments and for their results. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances and financial resources. You should read the risk disclosure accessed at www.danielsagservices.com. Daniels Ag Services is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, newsletter, or similar service. Daniels Ag Services does not guarantee or verify any performance claims made by such systems or services.